this is Saurabh, and in this tutorial we are going to learn a very important topic in the Python programming language, that is function. So without wasting our time, let's start with functions in Python. So Python allows us to divide a large program into basic building blocks known as functions. The function contains the set of programming statements enclosed by curly braces. A function can be called multiple times to provide reusability and modularity to the Python program. And also, functions are the most important aspect of an application. A function can be defined as the organized block of reusable code, and also function helps to programmer to break the program into smaller part. It organizes the code very effectively and avoids the repetition of code. As the program grows, functions makes the program more organized. So Python provides us various inbuilt function like range, print, although the user can create its function which can be called user defined functions. So there are two types of function, that is user defined function and built-in function. In user defined function, the function will be created by user to perform the specific task, and built-in function is provided by Python itself. So in this tutorial we'll discuss the user defined functions. So this is the syntax for a function. I will tell about the detail about this syntax, that what is def, what is return, what is parameters, all about. So but before that I want to tell that uh, which advantage will find using functions in Python. So there are lots of profit by using function. So we can avoid rewriting the same logic again and again. We can call functions multiple times in a program. We can track a large Python program easily when it is divided into multiple functions. So reusability is the main achievement of Python functions. So let's start with creating a functions by using this keyword, which is def. So according to the syntax, we'll start with our uh, our basic syntax of function. So we'll go in PyCharm and I will show you that how to write a syntax. So Python provides the def keyword to define the functions, and the syntax of uh, function will be this. So we'll use def keyword for defining any function. After that we'll give the name of that function, that is add. We can also use small letters. So I am giving the name of that function is add. Here we'll write some parameter which we want, or we can also do that num1, num2, and after that here we'll write some function block what we want to do here. After that here we'll write a return expression. So this is the syntax for our user defined function. So now I will give you one example that how to do it. So for doing this, just write def and give a name like that hello to the function, and after that I will not give any parameters in this, and I will print something that is hello world, and after that we'll go outside and just call the function, and when we'll run this we'll get the output hello world. So here we are doing that. Here by using def keyword we are defining our own function name. We can write any name here according to our wish, and after that here I will write the code to be executed, and then we'll call the functions with the name. So this was by calling a function. Now I will show you that how to use this by returning the function. So by using return function, I will define our a function that is def num, sorry, def sum. After that we'll write here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, c is equal to a minus b. And after that, after writing this, we'll return c, and here we'll print the function like this. So after writing this function, we are seeing that here we will define our own function. After that, we have given three variables, that is a, b, c, and c is the subtraction of a and b. So this function should return this statement. So let's see it will execute or not. So here we are seeing that after writing this code with the help of return, it is giving us 0. So if I will change here like a plus b, so it is also working. So return statement is used at the end of function and returns the result of the functions. It terminates the function execution and transfers the result where the function is called. So the return statement can't be used outside of the function. So this was all about returning the function. After that, I will create one more function which is without return statements. I will show you that what will happen if I will create a function without return statement. So now if I will call this, then we'll see here that it is telling that there is a no output, that is none. So in the above code we have defined the same function without the return statement. As we can see that some function return the none object to the caller functions. So if we will not write the return statement, then it will return none. After that, I will start with a function with arguments, that is parameter. If I will give some parameter, then how function will be. So for that I will give you one more example, that is argument in function. So arguments are the types of information which can be passed into the function. Suppose I am creating a function with the name def sum, and inside this will write a comma b, two parameters. After that we'll print here a plus b, and then just go outside of the function and call the function by 1 comma 2. Let's see what will be the output. So here we are seeing that when we given some parameters in the function, then it is also executing a right output. So this was about when we want to give some parameters in the functions. At that time it will work like this. So we can also write a mini program with the help of this. I will show you one more example of defining a function. So suppose again we'll write a function with the name of sum, and then we'll give two parameters, and then we'll use return statement, and here we are returning a plus b. Now we have to give input for this because we are returning. So int input, enter a, b is equal to int input enters b, and after that we'll print the function with parameters. So sum, here we'll write parameter which we want. So I want 3 and 4. Now we'll see that it is asking for input, then will 3 5. So here we are seeing that it is not giving a right output, because by adding 3 and 5 it should give 8, but it is not giving that, because we have entered 3 and 4 in the place of A and B. That's why it is giving a 7 as output. So we have to give the same name as we have provide here in the function. Then at that time we will be able to write execute a write program. So now we'll see that it will give a write. Yes, it is giving a write output. So we don't have to change the parameter while we are giving providing in the functions and at the time when we'll print. So this was about a function with inputs. We can also call a function by reference. So I am not going to do that, because it will make our video so much long. So you can refer it somewhere at any site. So I will only tell about that what is reference, what is call by reference in Python. So in Python, call by reference means passing the actual value as an argument in the function. All the functions are called by reference, that is, all the changes made to the reference inside the function revert back to the original referred by the reference. So this was about call by reference. And now after this we have done with our functions topic in Python. Now I will give you one more example, that is default arguments, that is default parameter. So Python allows us to initialize the argument at the function definition. So if the value of any argument is not provided at the time of function call, then that argument can be initialized with the value given in the definition, even if the argument is not specified at the function call. That is, I will show you in the example that what I am telling, then you will be able to understand. So suppose we are defining a function with print me, and inside that we'll give a parameter a and b is equal to 4. So here we are already in the parameter section, we have already defined the value of b, that is equal to 4. That is known as default argument or default parameters. And after that, if we'll print a plus b, now just go outside of the function and call the function print me, and here if we'll give 3 and 4 as 3 and 8 as the value of a and b. Now we'll run this and we'll see that here we are getting the sum of these two numbers. Now what is means of this? So suppose if we forgot and we will not provide two parameters, we'll provide only one parameter, then we'll see what will happen. So here we are getting 7 instead of providing one parameters, because we have already defined a default value for b that will be added at the time when we'll not provide the argument the value for that default arguments. So this is a default argument in a function. So okay guys, so hope you all guys are now able to understand that what is functions in Python. So we'll meet in next tutorial, and at the end there we'll learn more about functions and anonymous functions. But for this video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.